is Tuesday, April 28th, and I'm your host for today, Mr. Colton, or Colton Giltner, a lead teacher in our First Stage Theater Academy. Welcome to Beginning of Day, and let's just go ahead and get into it with some announcements. So don't forget about our story drama offerings online. You can go to our website, firststage.org. We have offerings starting tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and on Saturdays, where you can get your fix of First Stage, so don't miss that. While you're on that website, you might want to think about registering for summer classes as spots are filling up. So, firststage.org/academy, register now because we want to make sure that we have you here this summer with us to study some theater. Thank you all so much for tuning in last night. Those of you who did. Those of you who didn't, you can still see the video on Facebook. Jeff Shetsky's performance for United Performing Arts Fund. It was a lot of fun. We got a taste of a lot of different types of music, a lot of genres. We went to the ballpark for a while. It was just a really great time, and I want to thank all of you for showing up and supporting, and let those of you who missed out know that you can still see that great work that happened last night. Also, check out if you would like to support First Stage in their endeavors, in these things like the United Performing Arts Fund fundraisers. There's some other things that you can do as well if you would like to support us. Please check it out. Some great ways you can support First Stage in this time are, if you had any tickets to see one of our canceled performances, you may consider donating your tickets to First Stage. As well, you can create your family package for our upcoming season in 2021. You can purchase a gift card that's redeemable for tickets for a Theater Academy class, or you can just continue to share your love for First Stage on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter page. And if there's another way you would like to help, please reach out to us and we would love to hear from you. We sincerely appreciate all forms of support. Thank you for tuning in now to see this or for checking it out later on YouTube. Just being present is a lot to us. Staying connected in these times is paramount. So thank you guys so much for all that you do currently to support First Stage. Also, speaking of First Stage offerings, we have our FS at Home series. So you have a chance to not only engage in some work with First Stage, but share yourself working with First Stage. So if you have any pictures or videos of yourself in your First Stage shirt, doing your classwork, singing a song, doing a dance, doing the cheer, please send that our way. We would love to feature you on the show. It's always great to see you guys on our show and not just the same two faces all the time. So please consider doing that. We love engaging with you guys. However, this week, because JT is not here, our editor-in-chief, we don't actually have our Ask Academy feature, but be thinking about things that you can submit for next week where we'll have a chance to catch up with our staff. So I think that that's just about it for our announcements. Oh, wait. I forgot something very, very major. Tomorrow is not just any ordinary day. Now, today, the Tuesday, it's a good day, it's a great day, but it's not silly enough for me, because tomorrow is going to make up for that with Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday is one of our favorite days of the week at First Stage Theater Academy, where you have an opportunity to take your First Stage style and put a wacky spin on it. So maybe you want to stay at the ballpark after Jeff Shetsky's performance. Maybe you want a Brewers version of the First Stage person. Maybe you'd like to see what a rainbow version of the First Stage person looks like. Maybe you have socks on your arms. Maybe you have an interesting hat that you put on. Maybe you have bedazzled everything. It can be whatever you would like to do to express yourself, and you have an opportunity to send those things into us because we'd love to feature your wacky gear on our show. So please don't miss out on an opportunity to be wacky with us. That's just about it for our announcements today, officially. So moving on to challenges, we didn't receive any challenges from people out there, but I'd like to challenge all of you to create a challenge. Even if it's not something for this show, though we'd love to see it, be thinking about things that you can set yourself to do today. What is that thing that you may be putting off right now? Or what is that thing that you find a little bit difficult? Or what is that song that you have a little bit more time to learn now that you're here at home? Be thinking of those things and set a goal for yourself. I know you guys are doing so many things, but just a little nugget to think about for today. So that means it's time for our next part of our show, which is our First Stage Cheer. The First Stage Cheer was made for First Stage students by First Stage students, and we've had many great guest stars in the past who have been gone from First Stage for years still a part of the family who came back to share with us. It's a very important message, and I hope that you will stand up and join with me now as we do the first stage cheer. So wherever you are, if you're on the couch, if you're still in bed and groggy, I get it. It's early, right? It's the morning show. But feel free to stand up now, and let's start our day off right. Are you ready? So, I can't is not in my vocabulary. I take risks. I conquer my fears. I am not afraid to lead. Yeah! Thank you all so much. I hope that you woke up somebody in your house. I'm sure I just woke up neighbors all around me or angered them, and that's okay, right? We like to be proud of what we do at First Stage, and our cheer starts us off right for the day. So stay standing wherever you are. Let's just have a little brief reflection and get all that energy now centered to move forward in the day. Go ahead, just relax your shoulders. It's interesting, you're mindful and you're staying present, but you also are relaxing. It's energy and relaxation all at once. A lot of people think about energy as this hippy-dippy thing, right? I had a director once. We would start off our show rehearsals with warm-ups. We would work out as a cast, we would go through dance numbers, we would do all sorts of various styles, Suzuki movement, we would do push-ups, we would do all these sorts of things for about an hour at the beginning of rehearsals. And there were some castmates that felt like this wasn't a great use of our time, that thought that it wasn't helping them as actors, and thought that we were wasting rehearsal time. And the director of the show, whose name was Randy Reyes, he's a great director out of Minneapolis who came in for our university. He said, what about what we're doing in theater makes sense, right? What is theater? We show up in the same place, usually for no pay at this level, you're in college, and you put on a costume and you pretend to be another person in a fake place with a fake building around you or a fake set. So how can we prepare for this thing that is not a normal thing to do or a logical thing to do by staying logical? How can we do math homework and expect to succeed at this when all of it is all about energy and connection and these things that we can't see but that we can feel, right? And some people think that energy is sort of running around and flailing your arms and screaming and being hyper. But really, energy is about taking that energy, taking the ability to do whatever you need to do, and harnessing it into an action, right? The strongest actors aren't just random. The strongest actors aren't just people who do whatever. They're not just people who throw out any old answer when it comes to an improv scene. They're people that can be creative to serve a purpose or to drive something forward and use these things that don't make sense to create something that has deep meaning to yourself and to others. So I want you to think about today. You may be a little bit hyper from not getting a run-in or a bike ride in this week. Or you may be a little low on your energy and you might feel like you're kind of dragging around a little bit or sort of slumping a little bit, and that's okay, right? Is there unforeseen times and unprecedented times? But with that challenge, right, I want you to think about how you can recognize where you are today. If you feel like you are bouncing off the walls, that you're not committing to this thing, you're not focusing in, or you feel like you don't really have quite the motivation that you could have to do the thing that you would like to do, I want you to think about what you need to do to get there. And I always tell my students, I have no problem with people who make mistakes or who acknowledge that they're not doing as strong as they could right now. It's when we don't make actions to kind of be aware of those things or address those things that things can get difficult for us, right? So I encourage you now, wherever you are today, low energy, high energy, energy, to acknowledge that and think about where you would like to be and what sort of things, whether it be work or whether it be something for fun, you can do to put yourself in the place that you would like to be. Sometimes there's things that we need to do and there's things that we'd like to do. And I think this is the time for doing things that we'd like to do. You deserve it. Do what you like today. And make sure that as you do it, you are staying present in the moment. Don't let this great opportunity to be here with yourself and doing things that you would like for yourself to be hampered by just kind of skipping by it. Stay in the moment. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Take a deep breath in. And out. One more big deep breath in. And out. Have a very nice day. Utilize that energy that you have, and we will see you this afternoon. Take care, everybody.